against the Tigers of Cowley Community College. Hutchinson against Ark City, if you like to do it geographically. The Blue Dragons against the Tigers. These two teams have played twice this year, Hutchinson winning on each occasion. The Blue Dragons won easily in the sports arena by a score of 80-60. Did a great job of rebounding in that game, won the rebound battle by 14 and the game by 20. It was much closer when the Dragons went to Ark City. That was on February the 18th. Hutchinson winning on that occasion 77-71. The rebounding margin for the Dragons narrowed significantly. It was 34-27. There were a bundle of free throws shot in the fourth quarter. The trailing team got to the free throw line, and the trailing team was Cowley County. They got to the free throw line 15 times in the fourth quarter. Blue Dragons shot 19 free throws. Fourth quarter just lasted on and on and on. And Hutchinson finally won that basketball game 77-71. Cowley here by virtue of a win yesterday, a win over Butler. They won that game by a score of 84-77 after Butler had swept both games from Cowley in the season series. Cowley coach Todd Clark telling me moments ago that we were just dominated on the glass by Seward, or rather by Butler in the early going, just absolutely out-rebounded almost 2-1. He said last night we lost the rebound battle by 10, but won the basketball game. Here's the scary thing. Cowley won that basketball game from Butler, despite the fact that Butler shot 53% from the field and 60% from three-point land. Cowley no slouch in the three-point category either. They had one young lady knock down 6 three-pointers out of the corner. So it's a dangerous Cowley team. The Blue Dragons trying to defeat Cowley for the third time, and one of the old trite sayings in college basketball, it's hard to beat a good team 3 times. But if Hutchinson is to move into the championship game of the region, that is exactly what they'll have to do. The other semifinal, which is a 3 o'clock game, matches Seward, co-champion with Hutchinson in the league, against Cloud. So we're down to the final 4 in Region 6. Seward, Cloud, Cowley, Hutchinson. And the Blue Dragons looking for an improved performance. They wound up winning comfortably yesterday, 63-44, but did not, by their own standards, play nearly as well as we've seen them play. Glenn, should be an enjoyable afternoon. We just hope that everybody that's out listening to us, I hope they're safe.
Yeah, stay safe out there. If you're, we understand if you need to tune in to BW because there might be some break-ins. By the way, we're on 102.9 only today because of contract obligation with Rush Limbaugh, but just let you know our thoughts and prayers with you. I actually spent part of the night in the encampment building last night myself, and we thank the Red Cross and Salvation Army and all those individuals for helping out.
You really appreciate organizations like that when you need them. When you look at the Cowley Tigers, you look at a team that has a really good player in Amy O'Neill. She's an Australian, not a big kid at all, 5'6", loves to drive it, good three-point shooter, and she averages 17 points a game. Bridget Memo, also from Australia, averages 11. As a matter of fact, if you look at this lineup, Bridget Memo is from Australia. Rihanna Lang, another starter, another aggressive, drive-it-to-the-basket kind of guard, is from England. Amy O'Neill is from Australia. Annemie Espensen is from Denmark. And then you continue to look down the way. Georgina Kiswamu is from Switzerland. And Anita Arnadottir, she's from Iceland. How about that for an international roster?
Quite an international roster, no doubt about that. And where's the Blue Dragons with a Croatian as well as an Australian on the roster as well. Plus a whole lot of doggone good, talented Kansas kids.
Yeah. Todd Clark is the coach of Cowley. He's in his 14th season there and really does a good job. When you talk about doing a good job, nobody's done it better over the last 8 or 10 years than John Onchus, the head man for the Blue Dragons of Hutchinson, who are 31-1 going into this basketball game. 31-1. Blue Dragons led in scoring, and this gives you an idea of the team's balance. Kyrie Rogers leads them in scoring, 12.3 and 8 rebounds. Bridie Kennedy Hopewate averages 12.1. Those are the only two. Actually, we've got another 12.1. That's Taylor Staley. Taylor, if she'd happened to hit three-pointers tonight, would become the most prolific three-point shooter in Blue Dragon history.
And that's capable. She knocked down 3 yesterday, so we'll see what she can do and see how she plays this evening. Usually when she hits the first one, she's on.
Yeah. And when you look at the Blue Dragons, I think any neutral observer would say it's a great team, but the motor to that team is Inya Butna. Butna, the all-time assist leader in Blue Dragon basketball history, had 10 more yesterday. And she averages 6.3 assists a game. The 9 points she scored doesn't give any indication at all of how valuable she is to Blue Dragon basketball. We're kind of like an Oreo sandwich here. We've got the first game of the day and we've got the last game of the day, as the Blue Dragon men will play tonight for their opportunity to move into the championship. That one will be against a high-scoring Butler team, and that one will be at 7 o'clock.
And we haven't figured out the brackets, have we, how they go? When you look at the bracket, you think it would be 1, 3, 5, and 7. That's not the case. We're jumping all over the place, but that's okay.
We're trying to figure out what we're going to do with, basically, by the time this game ends, 4 hours before the next one starts.
I brought my harmonica, so I'm good to go. All right, there we go. I'll serenade you.
Tell me you didn't entertain them on the fairgrounds last night.
No, I did not. I did not. There was no entertaining going on regarding that. So they're going to get started with starting lineups. We're going to take a couple-minute break. We'll be back with 2 minutes for the start of this semifinal ball game between Cowley and the Hutch Blue Dragons. We'll be right back.
Well, Glenn, there's no secret to what Cowley will try to do to the Blue Dragons. Cowley's going to drive the ball to the basket, try to be productive enough with that you have to help out from the corners, and then they'll flip it to the corner and shoot threes.
Yeah.
And it very nearly worked in Arc City to upset the Blue Dragons.
Yeah, they use good spacing, and that's kind of the key to that. They space them around and be able to do that kick out, and that's what a lot of teams do. Dragons included try to kick it out to Staley or possibly even Preisner. Preisner was red hot yesterday. Good to see her get untracked and have a good game. introduction of players taking place right now. Glad to have you along on the Blue Dragon Sports Network as well today. We understand we didn't have good audio yesterday. We got it working today. So glad to have you along, and appreciate everybody tuning in that way, or else also right here on Country 102.9 KHUT in Hutchinson. The Cowley girls all being introduced. They come in at 24-8. Dragons at 31-1 after the win yesterday over the Barton Cougars.
Everybody anticipating that this Blue Dragon team is headed for the national tournament regardless of whether it wins Region 6 or not. But you know the Blue Dragons, after tying with Seward during the regular season, losing at Seward in overtime, and then just pounding Seward in the sports arena, the Blue Dragons want to win this tournament so they can say, hey, we were the best team.
Well, also, if you remember, John Onges, I know he remembers, Seward knocked him out of the semis last year and then went on to lose to Cowley in the championship last year. And so you know that John Onges would like to get past this semifinal game and have a shot at possibly Seward. Seward still matches up tonight against Cloud County, or this afternoon, I should say.
I still can't get over this lineup where Coach Todd Clark has 6 foreign girls on his basketball team. When's the last time you saw a player from Iceland?
We might need to get used to that with the new rules, huh? Possibly. We'll see. I have never seen a player from Iceland. I have never seen a player from Iceland. I can say that.
Well,
all right.
Jeff Stromgren holds the basketball. He's the lead official for the game this afternoon. Blue Dragons in white, Cowley in black with orange numbers, and here we go.
Langland will jump it up against Roddy Kennedy Hopewate. The tip is controlled by the Blue Dragons as Preisner brings it off. She gives to Butana, and the Blue Dragons have their first possession. They'll work right to left as you watch and listen to today's game. Butana on the outside had 10 assists yesterday. To feed down low underneath the Rogers. She's wide open. Layup does not go, and the ball came out on her. And out with the rebound comes the Cowley Tigers.
Dragons missed a lot of shots inside yesterday.
O'Neal gives the ball off. Top side now Mimo. She's also out of Australia. Back out to Lang. They reverse it right side. With the basketball is O'Neal. O'Neal will drive it to the left, shifts gears, takes it left to the baseline, scoops up a shot, it goes up and in. Dragons trail it early. Cowley with first blood, 2-0.
And that is exactly what we talked about.
Full court pressure in the backcourt. Butana angle dribbles across the top. They'll set it up left side. Staley has a bounce pass down low to Rogers in the low blocks. She'll kick it back outside. They'll work it right. Butana open for 3 ball on its way. Rims out on her, no good. Rebound's going to be cleared out by the Cowley Tigers. Getting the rebound was Kendra Green. Green out of Macon, Georgia. Hands it off to O'Neal. She'll shoot the 3. It won't go. Butana goes for it in the corner. Comes up with the basketball. Long pass up the court to Staley. Staley will pop it from outside. The 3 for the lead. It's good. Staley knocks one down. And the Blue Dragons lead it at 3-2.
There's one of those 3 she needs.
One more to tie and 2 to take the lead. The all-time leader for 3s is Brittany Dietz. Played for the Dragons at about 05. Feed down low underneath. Scoop shot not there. Bridie Kennedy Hopewate with the outlet. Out the rebound and gives it out to Preisner. Preisner will set it up on our near side. Back over to Staley on the near side right. Feeds outside to Rogers. She kicks it to Butana. Butana back to Rogers. Top free throw line. Shot up and good. Dragons sizzling right now. 5-2 they lead it. Blue Dragons with the early lead of 5-2 with 8:05 to go in this first quarter of play. O'Neal across the timeline for the Cowley Tigers. They're dressed out in black with orange numerals. Blue Dragons in their home whites. Dribble drive on the right, O'Neal. Ball rejected from behind, out of bounds at Sales. It'll be Cowley Tiger basketball, and rush to your right. O'Neal likes to drive both left of the lane and right of the lane.
I'm telling you, that is the offense. And they've got a lot of guards that can drive it.
Ball on the outside. Well, 2 things are going to happen to you. Only one's bad. There's a drive inside, ball knocked away, and that would be a possible miss. I mean, the 2 things, you're either going to get fouled or you're going to hit the shot.
Yeah.
It's like Darrell Royal used to say regarding the forward pass. Ball on the outer perimeter. Pass comes way out high, and he'll set it up now. 5 on the shot clock. Ball on the outside. Here's Lang. She'll gun it on his way. Not there. Bridie Kennedy Hopewate gets the rebound off the short shot. Here comes Preisner. Preisner will bring it down quickly. Drops the pass down to Rogers. Back to Preisner. Out top now to Butana. Dragons doing a good job of working around the horn. Ball goes out of bounds. This last touched off of Butna. Butna thought it went off of one of the Cowley Tigers. Didn't get the call. She tried to drop a pass down low to Rogers, and the ball bounced away.
She might be the only one in the building that thought that, though.
She looked in amazement, didn't she? 7:20 to go in quarter one. 5-2 ball game. Hutchison on top. Dragons jumped out yesterday on Barton, wide open. There's a 3 up and missing. Right, jumped out quickly to take a quick lead. Here comes Preisner. She whips the rebound away. And then they cooled down a little bit. Here's Rogers. She'll gun and miss. Rebound O'Neal. O'Neal out of Melbourne, Australia will bring it on the dribble. Right side wide open for the layup. Up and good. Dragons miss a took it in. In from the Dragons. 5-4 your score now. Dragons on top.
You look at the shot chart on the season for this basketball team, you're going to see a bunch of threes and a bunch of shots right underneath.
Underneath, Bridie Kennedy Hopewate. Shot up and in, and one. They're going to get the foul to go against Kendra Green. She was over the back. Bridie will step to the line. And here into the lineup comes McClure. Preisner will take a break. Brennan McClure out of Lyons, Kansas. Redshirt freshman for the Blue Dragons of Hutchinson. Outstanding young lady that knows her role on this team. Can get it done with the steals and the assists. 3-point play by Bridie as she hits the free throw. Hopewate with 3 points on the ball game, and it's 8-4 Dragons.
Dragons got off to a nice start yesterday, 14-3.
Rusty Hills, Glenn Grunwald, glad to have you along at Hartman Arena, the side of this year's Region 6. There's a dribble drive left. Blue Dragons pick it up. Staley on the steal. Butana will bring it up. Goes left side of McClure. She'll take it inside the paint. Loops up a shot. Doesn't get it. Gets her own rebound, though. Ball sails back outside now to Butana. Inside to Kennedy Hopewate. She'll wheel and deal in the lane, trying to get it out to Staley. Then it's turned over. Bad pass by Bridie Kennedy Hopewate.
They allow a lot of contact in there, and Bridie's going to have to get used to that.
Little runner up and good. Scoring it was Bridget Mimo.
I mean, it was a line drive. You'd like to call that a teardrop, but I'm sorry.
No,
that was a flat line drive.
There was no drop to it. Ball sails out of bounds. Last touched off of the thigh of Rogers. It'll go over to the Lady Tigers.
The Dragons with 3 early turnovers.
Nearing the midway point of this first quarter play. 5:50 to go in quarter one. Dragons up by 2. O'Neal with the basketball on the dribble. Brings it top. Shifts off the ball screen to the right side. Ball double down on her, and coming up with it will be Rogers. She gets the pass away to Staley, and Staley comes away with it. Here's McClure over to underneath to Bridie Kennedy Hopewate. She misses a shot, gets her own rebound, put back. It won't go either. Rebound cleared out of there by the Cowley Tigers. So Bridie Kennedy Hopewate missing on 2 dead ringers for layups, was not able to get it up and in.
Dragons in the last 2 days here in Hartman have missed more shots inside, almost, than I think we saw them miss all season.
Possibly O'Neal with the ball on the outside. Dribble penetrates on Butana, scoops up a shot, travel call. O'Neal got called for the turnover. Todd Clark with his hands on his hip, shaking his head, disagreement with the call. Here comes the inbound, full court pressure. Butana gets it up to McClure. McClure put it on the floor on the dribble. Now to Butana, across the timeline. She'll set it up. Hawking her out there is Emily Holloway. Holloway out of Salina, Kansas. Out top, Blue Dragons working around the outside. Butana down low underneath Rogers. Takes one dribble, goes up strong, and scores it. Nice job by Kyrie Rogers.
Got it high on the glass, and that was the only way that she was going to be able to get that to go.
Nice job of screening off as well as Samantha Schwab in there. She's 6'2", out of Wichita for the Tigers. Ball on the outside, 3-pointer shot put up, not there. Rebound off the miss by Holloway. And the Blue Dragons on a run. Bounce pass, knocked away. Staley watches it go out of bounds. It'll went off the foot of a Cowley player, but no kicking to the ball called. It'll be inbounded Dragons with the deep left corner. An immediate timeout will take place. 4:25 to go in this first quarter of play. Dragons 10, Cowley 6. We'll be back with more basketball action from Hartman Arena in 1 minute.
Hutchinson with an early 10-6 advantage, 4:25 remaining in the opening period. Blue Dragons leading on the glass 7-5. And one stat that jumps at me, Inya Butna already 3 assists.
4:25 remaining to go. In this first quarter of play, inbounding will be Butna. She had 10 assists yesterday, as we mentioned earlier on. Butna around the horn, McClure. Staley touched it for a second. Now they'll set up the Staley three from the corner left. It's up and on its way. It's off, no good. Rebound cleared underneath by the Blue Dragons, underneath the Rogers, and a foul called. Check that, it was Williams.
That ball was kept alive by Brenna McClure after the missed Staley three. She slipped in there to get a rebound, got it to Kyrie, and as a result, Kyrie will shoot a couple of free throws.
Exactly. I was in error. I was blocked out a little bit. It was Kyrie Rogers. Her free throw, no good. Comes off the back iron. She hurried that shot a little bit. Kyrie, normally a little bit better free throw shooter. Boy, did the Dragons have woes yesterday shooting free throws.
10 of 21.
She gets the second one to fall, though, and the Dragon lead now is 11-6.
2 of 3 so far this afternoon.
It seemed to be contagious yesterday, Rusty. They would miss the first and get the second almost.
Nobody could make 2 in a row.
No. I think it finally happened maybe late in the game, but you're exactly right. I remember you making a call on that. 11-6 ball game here. Dragons, Cowley, right side on the baseline. Dragons in a patented man-to-man. Ball knocked away out of bounds. It will be retained by Cowley. They'll inbound right side baseline.
Hutchinson doing a very nice job at the moment of cutting off the driving lanes.
Keep an eye on the 8 on the shot clock. O'Neal will inbound. She'll get it in quickly. Shot up. High option shot doesn't go on a missed shot put up by Schwab, and the Blue Dragons will bring it up. Staley on the outside of Butna. McClure wide open, but drops it down. Kick into the ball, and getting a foot on it was Memo. It'll be Blue Dragons baseline. The basketball on the baseline left. Guys action tonight, 7 o'clock versus Butler in the semifinal of one of the first 2 semifinals tonight. That's 7 and also later on. Jumper up, a three-pointer by Staley is up and good, and she ties the record held by Brittany Dietz. And she's 1 away from breaking that record.
Hutchinson off to a nice start, 14-6.
3:21 to go, quarter 1. Boy, didn't put any flair with that. I got to get better on the next 3. Ball on the outside. Lang will shoot it up and hit it. 2-pointer for her.
She does not look like a good shooter because she releases it from about chest high, but she makes a lot of shots.
Bradford, England, yeah, she might have to adjust that at the next level if she plays higher up. Ball on the outside. Pass inside of Rogers, back to McClure. Butna from 3. She hits the 3. Back-to-back trays by the Blue Dragons. He's giving the Dragons a 17-8 lead. 2:44 remaining to go in this first quarter of play. Hutchinson starting to get on a little bit of a run now. O'Neal on the top side. Butna will guard on her. Spins off the ball screen. O'Neal gives it back to Lang. Thought about it, and she pulls it back away as Rogers got out defensively. Now she drives. The foul's going to be called on Rogers.
She has to have some space to get that shot off because otherwise it would get blocked. That time she was able to get a step and will likely be rewarded with free throws unless they say it was on the drive.
It was on the drive, Rusty, so not in the act of shooting, although she did a nice job. She's quick enough. She can drive. She receives it, ball, puts it up and misses it. Rebound cleared by Williams for the Blue Dragons. Kyla Williams out of New Orleans, Louisiana. Sophomore for the Blue Dragons. Here's McClure, near side to us. Bounce pass out high to Brown, who's in there out of Leavenworth. Over to Butna on the right side. Just drained a 3 a little while ago. McClure back to Butna. She'll drive right, squares up. Shot partially deflected, blocked a little bit, and Cowley comes away with it. O'Neal in the backcourt, receives the pass from Green. She'll bring it right, drives on Butna, lays it up and scores it. Nifty little ball player.
She's very good at it, and again, that is her repertoire. To the basket, to the basket, to the basket.
Lead is cut to 17-10. Blue Dragons lead is still by 7. McClure. Top side, outside now to Brown. Brown on the wing, gets it off to Staley. Staley right side to McClure. McClure, bounce pass over to Williams. Back out top, they'll whip it to Butna, left side. Staley, she'll shoot the 3 and rims off, no good. Rebound cleared away by Butna, and Butna gets it back, and a double dribble called on Butna. I thought it clipped the rim a little bit. It will be the basketball over to Cowley. The Tigers have it. 1:19 to go in the quarter.
That's a mighty big rim.
With the basketball will be O'Neal. Those watching on Blue Dragon Sports Network know what I'm talking about, or you know what you're talking about. Three-pointer doesn't go for Lang. Williams with the rebound, and Alec quickly comes to Staley. She'll bring it on the dribble. Here's McClure. She'll shoot the three on its way. Rims off no good, trying to get her own rebound, and does not as O'Neal scoops up the loose basketball. Long pass all the way down the court to Green. Green kicks it back outside, and Cowley can't get to it. It'll be Blue Dragon basketball.
Turnovers even, 4 each. Blue Dragons lead at 17-10. Inside a minute.
The stats you gave me regarding Butler's shooting last night is amazing to look and see that they lost the basketball game.
You'd have thought they would have won that game by 20, given those stats.
Well, Rusty, you do a good enough job with the stats that you know when you look at stats, you can just about guess who won and maybe even by a margin, and that wouldn't have been the case in that ball game. Staley out high, kicks it left. Preisner, she'll gun the three and hit it. Big three by Preisner. Assist from Staley.
4 Dragon threes in the first quarter.
And it's 20-10, Hutchinson. 32 seconds to go in quarter one. Cowley rolls left with the basketball. There's Memo. He'll kick it back outside. O'Neal with a three ball, and it settles in and knocks it down. So Amy O'Neal saying, hey, you guys can hit threes, so can I. 17 seconds left.
She has 7.
We're in quarter one. Clock time to wind down now. Dragons will get it across to half court. Here's McClure. Left side Staley. Staley holds it high to Brown outside. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Back to Staley. She's open for a 6-footer. Rimming off, no good. Rebounds. Preisner, she tries to put it back up too quickly. And the end quarter comes to an end. But the Dragons with a 7-point lead at the end of one stanza lead it 20-13. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll come back for quarter number 2 in the ball game. Hutchinson 20, Cowley 13. We'll be back in 1 minute.
It does not take much time to be able to point out to you the reason for the Blue Dragon lead. Hutchinson in the first quarter hit 4 of 8 from three-point land. Taylor Staley with 2 of those. Lakin Preisner had 1. Inya Butenhaw had 1. Cowley just 1 of 5. That one by Amy O'Neal, who leads them in scoring with 7. Dragons outscore Cowley by 9 from three-point country, lead the game by 7.
More basketball this evening as the guys are getting in action at 5 o'clock. It'll be one of the semifinal games. Dragons are lined up at 7 against Butler. Coffeyville will take on Barton coming up at 5 this evening. With the basketball, O'Neal will start the second half of play. Cowley with the basketball. Top of the key, gathering the pass in will be Potter. Caitlin Potter.
Three-pointer miss.
Yeah, three-pointer miss from outside, and rebound's going to be cleared out. Here comes Hutchinson. 3 by Staley's good, and there's a record. Staley from the corner right knocks it down, and she has the all-time Blue Dragon three-point record. And applauding fans, they know what her numbers, how many she need for the Blue Dragons.
Yep.
And she just knocked down a big 3 from corner right. 9:25 to go now in quarter 2, so within the first 20 seconds, she nailed it. Dribble drive by Cowley. They'll put it up and all knocked away, but a foul call. They're going to get it on Williams, bumping, I believe.
Might be on Preisner.
Yep, they're going to get it on Williams.
Okay.
9:17 to go in quarter 2. How about that? Well, I'll tell you what, Brittany held that record for close to 12 years, and in the era of three-point shooting, and we've had some good ones, like Patrick and several others. Free throws up and good, by the way, by Bridget Memo.
Might take a little bit of pressure off of her, too.
I think so, too. Free throws up and good. So 2 free throws by Memo makes it 23-15. You look at the players that came through in the last few years that have been really, really good ones. And one of them that comes to mind is Jamie Patrick, who could really shoot the three. 9:14 to go. Blue Dragons work against some pressure here in the second quarter. They get it across. Preisner, top of the key. They're working right side on the McClure. Flash pass down low to Rogers. Kicks it back outside. Brown back to Preisner. She'll shoot the three. Rims out on her, no good. Rebound pops away, and Lang runs it down by Cowley. Rogers had a hand on it, but was not able to control it. So the missed shot, long three, bumping good by O'Neal. They gave her a two. They gave her a deuce. O'Neal with a two-pointer.
She is really a good player.
Got that lead back down to 6 now. Blue Dragons 23-17 over Cowley.
O'Neal just 5'6", already 9 points in the game.
Exactly. Ball on the outside, travel call on McClure. That's a rarity. She turns the ball over. Inbounding will be Cowley right in front of us, a little bit to our left. Substitutions taking place as McClure checks out and Butana checks back in. Now everybody gets set. Are we set? Now we're set. Not sure what they were checking, Rusty, but one of the officials came over to the table. O'Neal will bring the basketball up. Dragons shooting 38.1%. There's a... They're going to call the foul against Memo away from the ball.
Yeah, illegal screen.
Yep. Player control foul. So the Blue Dragons come up with the basketball. 23-17, they lead it by 6. 8:21 to go in the first half of play. Butana, right side over to Preisner. Back outside, they reverse it. Bounce pass comes in to Rogers, and a foul called. They're doubling down on Rogers down low, and Memo just picked up another one. That'll be her second. 2 quick fouls on Memo. She will be substituted for. Into the lineup will be Espensen. She's out of Denmark. She will check into the ball game for the Cowley Tigers. Here comes the inbound. Hutchison inbounding. McClure gets it in. Rogers low post back outside to Preisner. Over to Butana. Down low underneath the Rogers. Head fakes, goes up strong and scores it. Tell you what, Kyrie starting to apply herself in the low blocks.
She's having a nice contest with 7.
She had a good one yesterday as well, Rusty, playing back to her old form. Three-pointer doesn't go for O'Neal. Ball bounces to the corner and out of bounds it sails. It'll be Blue Dragon basketball. She had a couple games middle part of the season that the effort wasn't quite there like it was before.
She has become more effective on the inside in the last 2 or 3 games.
Yet she could probably go out, what do you think, 12 feet? Knock one down pretty good. Underneath the Bridie Kennedy Hopewate, the assist by Rogers, basket is good.
For Bridie, her 5th point.
Lead is back to 10 again. Hutchison 27, Cowley 17, 6:25 to go. Second quarter action. Three-pointer from outside, rimming off, no good. It bounced around a couple times on a missed shot by Fisher. And with the basketball, the Blue Dragons bring it up. Preisner, left side, goes around a defender, puts it up and scores. A nice move by Lakin Preisner.
Made that little intermediate jump shot that is such a rarity in the college game.
Whoever gets Lakin Preisner, and I know she'll go on to play some basketball, is going to get a good one. She really knows the game well and has worked on her game. I think somebody's going to get a really good one. There's a foul on the...
And that's going to be Curier's second.
Going to be on Kyrie Rogers. You're right. She picks it up. Staley will check in. Rogers will take a break. So Staley comes in and will give the Dragons a little bit smaller of a lineup with Staley along with Butana, Brown, and Preisner, and then Bridie Kennedy Hopewate in the 5 slot.
Each team a player now with a couple of fouls. Rogers for the Dragons and Bridget Memo for...
There's a missed shot by O'Neal, but she steals it back. Bridie with a bad pass after getting the rebound. Lang will drive in, and a foul away from the play is going to take place. As I think stepping out of bounds might have been O'Neal after she stole the basketball. So Hatch will have the ball. Blue Dragons are bringing it across the timeline. Here's Preisner. Back out top on the left side. Preisner has it. Feed down low to Bridie Kennedy Hopewate. She's double teamed and they get the steal. Bad pass as she tries to kick it back outside, and Bridie's going to have to take care of the left side with the ball. Espensen back outside. Jumper up and on its way. Off the glass and up and good. Potter was able to score. Caitlin Potter out of Ark City. She's a hometown girl.
Long hair almost covering up the number.
She did. I had to guess a little bit there. Ball on the outer perimeter. Preisner to Butina. She'll dribble drive into the lane. Shoots it on its way. Not there. Brown tips away the rebound and comes up with it. Nice job by Alicia Brown. Out of the three-pointer by Preisner's up and good. Brown out of Leavenworth with assist to Preisner, and she knocks down her second.
Dragons are shooting it well. 5 made threes.
Ball on the outer perimeter. They're working around the outside. Jumper up and on its way. Not good. Rebound. Brown comes up with it off the Lang miss. Blue Dragons want to run with it. 32-19 Dragons, and Staley can't get to the errant pass in the corner left, and a turnover against Hutchison.
Dragons with 8 of them.
Inbounding will be Cowley. Want to give a hello out to Coach Dan Nacarado that helped you throughout the Salt Hawk basketball season. Also subbed for me on a couple of times when I was gone.
And we're going to ask him if he'd like to come over here tomorrow.
You betcha. We plan on being here, so if he'd like to hitch a ride, we can certainly accommodate him. I'll even sit in the back seat. Feed down low to O'Neal underneath and draws the foul on Butina. Butina's upset with the fact that somebody did not front O'Neal, and she'll pick up the personal. That'll be her first personal foul.
And Amy O'Neal is quite a player. She's not very big, but she is good in a lot of different areas. But she misses the free throw.
Yeah, free throws up and missing. She positions herself well.
Has 9 points already in this contest, looking for 10.
She'll get the second one. Free throw tied. No, it doesn't go. Rebound. Oh, it's going to be over the back foul called. Who'd they get it on? It's going to be on Potter. She gets a quick, that's her second, isn't it? Not sure on that. We'll double check it. First foul, thank you, Rusty. So with 5:12 to go in the quarter.
A little bit of pressure.
Hutchison will bring the basketball up, leading 32-19, largest lead for the Blue Dragons. Butina, right side, Preisner. Preisner's knocked down a couple threes. There's another one on its way. It's good. Another three by Preisner is up and good, and the Dragons lead at 35-19 with a whole bunch of threes in this first half.
A batch of them.
4:43 to go in quarter number 2. Blue Dragons on top. Cowley will shoot the three. Shot does not go on a missed shot put up by Fisher, and a rebound cleared out for the Blue Dragons. Butina. She'll accelerate. Takes side. It's not good. Bridie Kennedy Hopewate with the rebound. The outlet to Blue Dragons. Taylor misses, and the rebound is going to be cleared out by Cowley as Taylor Staley with the miss. 4:15 to go. There's a jumper in the corner, right side, a three-pointer up and in by Espenson, and all of a sudden there's raining threes here from all over the place. Cowley with the three.
Blue Dragons are winning the battle of threes, though, big time.
Dragons will bring it up, 35-22. Hutchison with a large lead.
And doing a nice job of giving Cowley just one shot.
Nice spacing job. Here's Bridie Kennedy Hopewate, kicks it, ball on the outside. It sails out of bounds, last touched by a Tiger.
Low percentage pass by Bridie Kennedy Hopewate, who tries to pass it from one side of the lane across to the other.
Media timeout. 3:46 to go in quarter number 2. Dragons 35, Cowley 22. Rustin, I'll be back with more from the Hartman Arena in 1 minute.
In winning the first two games between these two schools, Hutchinson dominated on the boards, and Hutchinson right now in total control of rebounding, 21-10, more than doubling up Cowley. And in the battle of threes, Cowley 2 of 10, the Blue Dragons 7 of 14.
Butina with the basketball after the media timeout. Hutchinson's possession. Preisner to Staley. Three-pointer by McClure. She wants in on it, doesn't get it. Rebound's going to be cleared out by Cowley. Tigers will bring it up. Cowley Tigers outside, it's O'Neal. Out to Lang, she'll work on Williams. Back outside O'Neal again. Down low to Lang, she'll back it up. She'll gun it on its way. It's off, no good. Rebound McClure. She'll bring it up, and the Dragons get the outlet pass to Butina. Here comes the Preisner. She'll spot up, holds it down, trying to get the pass to go down low to Williams, and the ball scoots away. Last touch by Cowley. I don't see how that pass could have got there. And Williams saying, give it to me up higher.
She had to put a lot of English on it. Fortunately for the Dragons, Cowley not able to control it either.
Here comes Butina. She'll fire it back outside. McClure over to Preisner. Preisner. They'll set up the offense. Butina. Blue Dragons with 12 on the shot clock now. Staley to Preisner. Good ball movement by Hutch. Back to Preisner. She'll gun the three. Comes off on her, no good. Battle for the board, taken away by Cowley. Is nice block out on Williams by Lang. And Cowley Tigers will bring it up with 2:45 to go in quarter two. Down by 13 to Hutchinson. Ball on the outside. They'll stop and shoot it on his way. It's not good on the missed shot by Espenson. And rebound Blue Dragons. McClure quickly up to court. Here's Staley for three. Count it is good. 2:05.
And every three-pointer for Taylor Staley adds to her record.
Yeah, that's number 205. Think about it, Rusty. That's in 2 seasons, in one of which they did not go to the national tournament. So a shorter number of ball games than what some of them had. The missed shot and a rebound cleared out. Cowley on the miss. Dragons with rebounded out. Ball up the court, they'll go. Around the outer perimeter, ball knocked away, ran down by McClure. Here's Staley. Pops off her face, but she runs it down over to quickly to Preisner underneath. Preisner goes up, lays it up, and scores it. Nice job by Preisner to get the basket to go.
Lakin playing her best half of basketball.
Ball on the outside.
It's 10 1/4, 13 1/2.
They're showing 7 on the board, but that is not accurate.
No,
they missed a couple.
That's not even worth looking at.
Not even close, you betcha. Lang with the basketball on the outer perimeter. Drives inside, holds up, double dribbles. Came off her hip, I think, and kind of looked like she might have grabbed it again and gets called for the double dribble. It'll be Hutchinson basketball with 1:31. A pretty good first half so far for the Blue Dragons.
A very good first half.
40-22, they lead it. A Cowley team that can get hot on you. Rusty, we told you in the pregame about how they drove the lane and just made you foul in that matchup down at Arc City just a couple weeks ago. Here we come up quickly. McClure, she's done a good job off the bench. They'll whip it back to McClure off the pass from Butina. Here it goes to Brown.
Plays hard. Like to see her get on track offensively.
Ball on the outside. McClure, bounce pass is kicked. It'll be Blue Dragon basketball with 14 on the shot clock. They'll inbound deep right side corner. They'll reset it to 15 now. 1:14 remaining in this first half of play. Dragons trying to get it in. They finally do get it to Brown. Staley is set up in the left-hand corner. Sometimes she can sneak one in there. Here's Williams. She'll take it inside, drives around, puts the shot up way too strong. Rebound cleared. Brown goes up, has it taken away. A nice block in there. Picked up by and stolen back by the boot, and a wide open Brown underneath. Puts up with the left hand. It doesn't go. Rebound trying to get to it. Knocked away by Williams out of bounds. Dragons with 2 great opportunities. Unable to convert. And with 56 seconds left to go in a half now, Hutchinson will have a 18-point lead. It could have been 20 easily.
And that basket, which looks like a bathtub to the Blue Dragons from three-point land, looks like a thimble from underneath.
Yeah, Brown having 2 opportunities, not able to get it to go. There's a shot at the other end.
Amy O'Neal again on the inside.
O'Neal's had a good game. She has 11 points. Here's Brown, ball knocked away from her from behind as she tries to bring it across herself. Cowley comes up with it. 30 seconds to go in the half. Shot up missing. Butina with the rebound. Has McClure on the right side. Gets it to her. McClure with the sprint out. Takes it up. Scores it and one. A great job by Brenda McClure. You talked about her, Rusty. She needed to get on track. There she took it in with a lot of aggression and was able to score it and got fouled.
I don't believe Brenna got a point yesterday. Might have gotten a free throw late, but that was a nice drive to the basket.
Butina with the outlet, give her a lot of credit, but McClure had to put it on the floor and beat the girl down the floor. Free throws up, doesn't go, and a rebound cleared out by Corey Fisher, who's in there out of Ottawa for the Cowley Tigers.
They can play for the last shot of the half if they want to, but they trail by such a margin. I think they'll take the first good look they get.
42-24 ball game. Dragons try to get to the basketball. O'Neal comes up with it, keeps it alive. Ball on the outside. There's a drive by Fisher. Shot doesn't go. Rebound Staley. 1.4 to go. And that's going to be the end of the half. Blue Dragons could not get off a shot, but the Blue Dragons with a nice first half. 42-24 over the Cowley Tigers. They are one half away from being in the finals of the Region 6 for 2017. We will take a 2-minute timeout, add up all the numbers, get set for the Medicine Shop in-game council brought to you by the Medicine Shop at 14th and Main. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Well, it's time for the Medicine Shop in-game capsule brought to you by the Little White Castle at 14th and Main. We have a lot of great supporters of athletics in the Reno County area, but I don't think any better than the Medicine Shop. It's a great place to shop for your pharmacy needs as well as just a good bunch of folks.
And they have been involved in sports since the very outset of that business coming to Hutchinson. Rick and his folks are just tremendous people. If you're looking for a pharmacy, I'm going to tell you that you might find an equal to the Medicine Shop. I doubt that you could possibly find one better. Blue Dragons pretty good in that first half. 8 of 17 three-pointers went down for John Onch's Lady Blue Dragons as Hutchinson outscores Cowley 24-6. As for Cowley, just 2 of 11 three-pointers connected. Neither team shot it exceptionally well. The Dragons were the better of the two, 16 of 37 shooting. That's 43%. 10 of 30, 33% for Cowley. In talking to Todd Clark before the basketball game, Todd, the coach of Cowley, told me that the biggest problem that Cowley has had all season long has been consistently not doing a good job of rebounding, and the Blue Dragons again dominating on the glass in the first 20 minutes of this one. Hutchinson leading rebounding 27-15. Free throws weren't much of a factor, only 4 for each team. Each team made 2 of them. Blue Dragons had 9 turnovers in the first half to 8 for Cowley. A statistic that I like to watch is how do teams share the basketball, and I realize that you have differing offensive philosophies in this basketball game. Hutchinson coach John Unches has to be enjoying the fact that the Blue Dragons had 13 assists on 16 baskets, 4 of those assists by Inya Butenau. Cowley with just 4 assists on 10 first half baskets. And again, the philosophy of the Tigers this year has been drive it and score, and that's not necessarily going to get you a lot of assists. Blue Dragons got a terrific half out of Lincoln Preisner. Young lady from Americus, Kansas, 5'9" sophomore, tossed in 13, including 3 3-pointers. She had 10 points in the second quarter alone. 12 points for Taylor Staley on 4 3-pointers. She's now the Blue Dragons' all-time most productive 3-point shooter. 7 points and a half for Kyrie Rogers. Bridie Kennedy Hope Wate had 5. 3 for Inya Butenau and 2 for Brenna McClure. Alicia Brown played in the first half, did not score. The same could be said about, on the inside, Kyla Williams. No Blue Dragon with more than 2 fouls. Kyrie Rogers has 2. For Cowley in the first half, 11 from Amy O'Neill. Just a dandy player. Like to watch this young lady from Australia. But after that, not much help. 4 from Bridget Memo, 3 points from Annemie Espenson on a 3-pointer, and a trio with 2 each. Rihanna Lang, Kendra Green, and Caitlin Potter. It's the Blue Dragons pretty comfortable at the halftime break, 42-24. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with more from Park City. Many of you out there realize that each of the Blue Dragon basketball teams has a single loss on their record during this basketball season. What many of you may not realize is how close these 2 Blue Dragon basketball teams are to being perfect. The Blue Dragon women lost the 3rd game of the year in overtime out in Seward. That was the conference opener. Since then, they've won 29 in a row and are well on their way toward making it a 30-game win streak with an 18-point lead here at halftime. All it would have taken for the Blue Dragons would be 1 more point in regulation out in Seward. The Blue Dragon men, who will play Butler tonight for a ticket to the semifinals. The Blue Dragon men have a single loss on their record. They let a lead get away. Coffeyville beat them in the sports arena 86-85. So it would have taken 2 points for the Blue Dragon men to be perfect. As it is, in the nation, both teams likely headed for a lead. The Blue Dragon women and the Blue Dragon men have put together a resume that will get them in the national tournament, whether or not they're able to win Region 6. And right now, I like Hutchinson's chances in both of those situations.
Yeah, chances are really interesting. What is also interesting, the Dragon ladies ranked number 2 in the nation. Final poll came out on Tuesday. But if you look at the final poll numbers, they had Odessa at 24-0. Odessa lost on Monday night. So in reality, there could have been a change if that poll had been taken actually on Tuesday morning. It was not. That's the final poll. It really doesn't matter. It's academic. But the Blue Dragons ranked number 2.
Well, if the Blue Dragons take care of business, finish this game off, and they're well on their way with an 18-point lead, finish this game off, take care of business in the championship game tomorrow, where I think almost everybody anticipates another Hutch-Seward battle. There's not much difference between seeded number 1 and seeded number 2. You're going to be on opposite sides of the bracket, and certainly a number 2 seed would be a nice reward for what has been a tremendous basketball season.
And with a long conference schedule that took place, 26 conference games as well. Rusty, real quick, I want to say a special thank you to Randy McKay, who's doing the chief engineer work over the last a couple of days, as well as Larry Stonecipher will be with us tonight. We couldn't do it without those guys. They do a great job of getting our breaks in. They have to pay attention. They do an outstanding job, and they're quick on the trigger and do a very good job. Just want to say special thanks to Randy McKay and Larry Stonecipher.
And I know you want to say congratulations to a good friend of yours, probably a better friend of yours than mine, although I really like Steve Forbes.
Steve Forbes is probably my best friend.
You know, he did a marvelous job at Barton, where a lot of our people got to know him. Then he was at Wichita State. A lot more people got to know him. Colorful guy. And he's got a team now headed for the big dance.
Yeah, they won the Southern Conference. It's called the SoCo Conference, but basically they won that. I better back up a little bit. I think I married my best friend. So anyway, Steve definitely is one of my best friends, and I met him when he was a head coach at Barton. Wonderful.
Nice recovery.
Yeah, I know. Wonderful. Wonderful young man, and he's done a good job. He's went into Johnson City, Tennessee, and with a win, they got a great win after coming from behind last night. And they'll probably be seeded 12, 13. They're Cinderella, but they're going to be in the big dance, and that was an outstanding. He's turned that program around, and since 2010, they haven't made the national tournament.
If he could just get over being so bashful.
Exactly, and also get some hair. He needs some hair.
Well, we could both use some of that.
Anyway, Forbes, he's a great guy. I've had him on the morning show before as well. He's congratulations to him. And KU, K-State, our state teams, Wichita State's already punched their tickets. So KU, K-State trying to get into it. KU will definitely be the number 1 team in the nation as they start to play coming up on Wednesday and Thursday with the Big 12 tournament in Kansas City. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. We'll get set for the second half of play. It's the Blue Dragons 42, Cowley Tigers 24. Glad to have you along on the Blue Dragons Sports Network, as well as Country 102.9 KHUT in Hutchinson. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Well, the Blue Dragon women back out on the floor. We're just about ready for the beginning of the second half. Cowley is here. The coaches have had their say. I would think that Hutchinson coach John Onches had to be pretty happy with the way things went in the first half. I think one of the big differences we've seen from the Blue Dragons from yesterday to today, I thought at times yesterday Hutchinson was a little reluctant to take three-pointers. Today they put the shots up when they were available, and they've shot a lot of three-pointers, 17 of them in the first half. 8 of them have gone down, and that's why Hutchinson has the lead.
Exactly, and they are 2 quarters away, 20 minutes away from advancing. By the way, you take note that Neosho, the Panthers on the men's side, eliminated yesterday, so we will have a new Region 6 champion.
Yep.
And right here, Cowley teetered on being eliminated. Unless they rally in the second half, we would have 2 new Region 6 champions.
Well, you have to pay attention to this Cowley team because they can extend a game. They'll commit a lot of fouls, send you to the free throw line, hope that they can get 2 or 3 to your 1. But the Blue Dragons are playing some pretty special basketball on this Tuesday afternoon in Hartman Arena in Park City. And they are 20 minutes separated from a berth in the championship game of Region 6.
Yeah, the only one in foul trouble is Bridget Memo. Picked up 2 quick fouls in that first half of play.
Kyrie Rogers with 2 for
exactly. And Kyrie will inbound the basketball. Blue Dragons have the first possession, and here we get set to go. Dragons left to right as you watch and listen in this second half of play. Glad to have you along on the Blue Dragon Sports Network. You can easily go to the Blue Dragon Sports Network, hit the audio visual, click on the live broadcast, and there you go. Here's Kennedy Hopewate. She'll gun it on his way. It's off no good. Rogers had the rebound for a second and popped away, and Cowley comes up with it. Here comes O'Neal. Rusty talked about, she's a good one. Had a great first half of play. Feed down low underneath, ball knocked away. Cowley last touched it out of bounds. It will be Blue Dragon basketball. Hutchie and Bridie Kennedy Hopewate kind of got locked up, and I'm referencing Bridget Memo right there. And she's also from Australia. A lot of Aussies on the floor right now.
Yes, there are.
Butana into the forecourt. Rolls right, pulls it back a little bit, gives it off to Bridie Kennedy Hopewate. She'll take Memo down low. Shot up there, no good. A lot of contact, but they let it go, and the rebound's cleared out by the Cowley Tigers. Cowley, right side Memo. She'll gun to 3. It's off, no good. Rogers with the rebound for the Blue Dragons, and they are putting full court pressure on Hutchinson. Here comes Butana. That usually falls into the hands of the Blue Dragons because they can get up and down the court. Here's a little runner by Preisner. She is foul, and take your pick. Foul's going to be charged. I believe it's going to Kendra Green. And Kendra Green will pick up the personal.
And it will become her second.
8:57 remaining to go in this second half of play, third quarter. Free throw by Preisner's up and good.
14 points for Lakin. She leads the Dragons.
Lakin Preisner wants to go into sports medicine. So does Staley. So there's 2 young ladies that want to pursue a career in sports medicine. Free throws, second one's up and good. 8:54 to go.
Biggest lead of the game.
In this
20.
Third quarter play. Ball on the outside. Coming across the top is Holloway. Back to Lang. Lang comes across, double stack screen, takes it to right side, hands it off. The 3-pointer by O'Neal on the way, no good. Ball bounded away, and Lang ran it down. Was it Schieber dragged the pivot foot, got away with it. The 3 the other way is up and good. Memo hits the 3 from the corner right. 44-27. Blue Dragons with the lead still, cut back a little bit. The drive right side, the foul's going to be charged against the Cowley Tigers. I think they're going to get on O'Neal. They will pick it up.
It will be on the drive, so there won't be a free throw. First foul on O'Neal.
Clock shows 8:12 to go in the quarter. Ball comes in, and a player control foul is going to go against the Blue Dragons. Foul's going to be charged against Bridie Kennedy Hopewate. John Onges looking for an explanation. Well, they got on Rogers, excuse me.
That's a problem for Hutchinson. It becomes 3 fouls on Kyrie.
Rogers with 3. See if Williams comes in for it or not. Lang shoots and misses. Rebound Preisner. Brings it up herself. Up the court, quickly to Rogers. Wide open underneath will be Kennedy Hopewate. She misses but gets the offensive board. Shot put up, missing by Rogers. Another rebound, offensive ride by Kennedy Hopewate. And John really getting on the Blue Dragons to put it back up and in on the rebound putback. 7:41 to go. Kenny Opawate, whatever reason, turned down the shot. She'll give it down low underneath the Rogers. She'll post up. Shot not there, but a foul is called. They're going to get the foul to go down low on Cowley. And Lang picks up the personal. PA announcer called it on Brown, but it's the wrong
11.
team, yeah. Free throw toss up, missing by Rogers. She will shoot a second one. 7:33 to go in this third period of play. 44-27 Dragons. Free throw toss is up and good. So she splits the pair and gets 1 out of 2.
So the Dragons in the third quarter have matched 3 free throw successes against a made 3, leaving us with our halftime margin of 18.
8 points now for Kyrie Rogers. The drive inside to kick a left wing. It's now, Butina picks her up and give it off quickly. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched off of a Cowley Tiger. Kendra Green had to go off her thigh or off her knee. And substitution here into the lineup comes Alicia Brown. She will check into the contest.
Gonna have a timeout.
7:08 to go in the third quarter. Immediate timeout. Hutch 45, Cowley 27. Rustin, I'll be back with more from Hartman Arena and Blue Dragon basketball in 1 minute.
Well, the Blue Dragons with a nice lead, 45-27. Just under 3 minutes have been played here in the second half. The Blue Dragons, who took 17 threes in the first half, making 8, haven't shot one in the first 3 minutes of the second.
However, they lead at 45-27. Pressure in the backcourt. Preisner gets it up, and she'll get called for the travel. And she did not anticipate the double-team trap, and Lang came over along with Green to put it on. She shuffled her feet just a little bit. Inbounding will be Cowley. They'll kick it out to Mimo. Mimo, top of the key now. They'll work it. Jumper up and on its way by O'Neal's good. Now check that. That was Emily Holloway with the basket.
Emily's first points.
Here's Brown up to Preisner. Dragons will break the press. Jumper by Preisner off its mark, no good. Rebound's going to be cleared underneath, and the foul's going to work against the Cowley Tigers. Nope, they got it on Bridie Kennedy Hopawate. Said she pushed off.
Yeah, clear out on Bridie, her first foul.
So Cowley will bring the basketball up. 6:40 to go. They know they need to get something going here in the third to have a shot at the Blue Dragons.
Well, the Blue Dragons haven't done much offensively here in the third quarter, so Hutchinson giving them a chance.
Mimo with it again, out top. Now they go to Lang on our near side. Preisner will pick her up off the switch. They'll go down right side, shove her up and good. Nice job by Lang to drive it in. She's out of England. Puts the ball up and in. Blue Dragons will inbound. Brown waits for the pick, gets it, trying to get to Butina. She does. Butina with it in the corner. She'll be double teamed. O'Neal will bring it up. Long pass up court. Knocked away out of bounds by Green. About the only alternative that Butina had was to go long, and I think she's saying, hey, next time, hit for the rim. Blue Dragons will have the basketball. Alicia Brown will inbound. 6:08 to go in the half. In the third quarter, excuse me, in this third quarter of play. Here's Butina. Blue Dragons hand it off to Staley. Staley rolls over to McClure. Corner left now with the basketball. Blue Dragons work it. Bridie comes out to gather in the pass. Now gives it off to Inya. Inya Butina off the pick. Here's McClure. McClure will step to the left side. Shot clock at 5. McClure trying to look for an open shot. Bridie has it. 3, 2, 1. She's got to scoop one up. They're going to wave it off. Clock shot violation.
And the Blue Dragons have gone over 4 minutes without a field goal.
5:40 to go. Again, we're in the third period of play. O'Neal with the ball on the top side. She'll dump it out to Lang. Lang with the basketball. Right side over to Memo. She'll head fakes. Takes McClure down. Scoops up a shot. Doesn't get it. Rebound. Bridie Kennedy Opawate. A foul on the arm. Memo will pick up her third. So Memo will pick up her personal foul.
And it is 4 in the quarter. So any additional Cowley fouls here in the third quarter will result in 2 free throws. Not this one, however.
Here comes the inbound. They finally get it into Butana. Now McClure. She'll bring it on the dribble. Gives it off to Bridie Kennedy Opawate. Down low. Goes up strong. Can't get it done. Over the back's going to be called on Bridie Kennedy Opawate. And she is a frustrated young girl right now.
And she is having a tough couple of games here. Can't get anything to fall for her. And she's picked up a couple of fouls in a similar fashion here in the third quarter going over the back.
45-31 contest. The Blue Dragons lead it with 5:05 to go. And the last basket for the Blue Dragons was a McClure layup with 31 seconds to go in quarter 2. Ball on the outside. Dribble penetration by Green. She'll take it in strong. And they're going to call a blocking foul, charging. Are they going to call the charge? Yes, they will.
Taking the charge, Brenna McClure.
McClure was down at the bottom of the pile, Rusty. I wasn't sure they're going to call it or if they saw her moving or not.
Kendra Green got her third foul on the play.
Brown will inbound. McClure along with Staley, and now Butana in the backcourt. Butana and O'Neal having a good matchup. Ball comes in to Butana. O'Neal right on her quickly. Butana will put it on the floor. She'll bring it across. Now she's going to be double teamed. Gets it over to McClure, over to Brown. Brown will attack and pulls it back outside. Regroups. Sets up the offense with Butana with the basketball. 4:40 to go in this, again, the third period of play.
Dragons have only 3 free throws to show for their efforts here in the third quarter.
Here's Kennedy Opawate, left side. Staley drives left side all the way through, puts it up, doesn't get it, but a foul called, and Staley will step to the line. This is crazy with 4:23 to go in the third period of play. Blue Dragons yet to score a field goal in the third period.
17 three-pointers in the first half. They made almost half of them. Haven't taken one in the second. Staley shoots a couple of free throws. Second foul of the game on Caitlin Potter.
Staley's free throws off. It's marked no good. He's to shoot a second one. She'll get set to shoot the second one. Free throws up and good. So 1 out of 2. And with 4:23 to go in this third period of play, the Blue Dragons take a 46-31 lead. The lead is 15.
Kind of amazing that the Dragons haven't lost more off the lead than that, with just 4 points scored in 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
Had a 20-point lead at one time, however.
Dragon defenses continue to be pretty good.
O'Neal with the ball. Butana stays tight on her. Here goes to Lang. She'll gut it on his way. It's off, no good. Rebound cleared underneath by Cowley. They keep it alive. Is getting the rebound was Corey Fisher. They'll reset it with 30 on the shot clock. Here's O'Neal. They'll kick it back to Lang. A long 3. Rims off, no good. And the rebound cleared by Brown. Blue Dragons will bring it up. Into the forecourt. Brown with the basketball. Top side to Staley. Staley with a couple 3 threes this afternoon. Keep getting used to trying to say it's nighttime. It's not. It will be soon enough. Here's McClure with the ball on the left wing. Out top to Kennedy Opawate. The bounce pass to Brown. The low block. She goes up strong and scores a nice job by Brown. And with 3:32 to go in the third period of play, the first field goal for the Blue Dragons and Hutchison in this period.
First points for Alicia.
The drive, loose basketball, picking it up is McClure. And what do we have called? A foul called. It's going to work against the Cowley Tigers.
That call will go against Annemie Espenson, and it was the quickness of Brenna McClure that enabled her to get to the ball just a fraction.
Yeah, they'll come in and ascertain who it will be on. It's going to be on Espenson. And with the basketball, will the Blue Dragons with 3:18 to go in quarter 3. Brown will get set to inbound. Here's Butana in the backcourt. Indiana, Croatia has had a great career for the Blue Dragons. All-time assist leaders, whether you wear a Blue Dragon men's uniform or a women's. Left side, Staley for three. 206 in her career. She knocks it down. Staley. Boy, she's like a sniper out there.
She can really shoot it. That's 5 made trays this afternoon.
2:53 to go in a quarter. Staley with her 205th, 6th three-pointer, excuse me. New face in the lineup. That's going to be Marissa Pope with the basketball. Kicks it back outside. The three on its way. Rimming off, no good. Out of bounds it goes. Foul's going to be called against the Cowley Tigers, I believe.
Yeah, Rihanna Lang over the back.
Fisher took the big three. Excuse me.
It should be free throws, Glenn, because we're over the foul line.
So we will walk down the other end, getting a chance to say hi to Terry and Judy again as they're out in Arizona someplace. I think Chandler, living the life of the nomads.
I bet the wind's not blowing 40 miles an hour there.
They would have been evacuated if they'd been in town last night. They would have spent the night with me in the encampment, possibly. Now they would have just got in their motorhome and drove off. That's what they would have done.
Not much in the desert will burn.
Free throws up and good by McClure. She'll shoot a second one. McClure with 3 points, excuse me.
The desert is pretty in its own way, but it is not very flammable.
McClure will get set to shoot another free throw. Terry texted me earlier today that he listened yesterday, but we didn't have the audio on the video. Free throw's good by McClure. She gets them both. Here comes O'Neal into the forecourt. 53-31, Hutchinson. 22-point lead. Ball outside now. Fisher has it. Gives it off to O'Neal. She'll roll. Coming up with the rebound will be McClure. Gets it away to Brown. All the way to Butana. Shot up and good by Butana. Give credit to Brenda McClure. She was also fouled. They just didn't call it on the Cowley player, but she had enough.
The Blue Dragon defense is so good.
And now McClure gets called for the foul. She's really trying to get another pick.
No free throws. That's 4 in the quarter on the Dragons.
I think you described them a couple games ago. They're just like a bunch of gnats coming at you. You know what I mean? And you swat them away and they're right back at you.
Well, Brenna McClure particularly, she's like that mosquito that you just can't get rid of.
Exactly. Ball comes out high. McClure with, again, only her first. 55-31, Dragons lead it. After the boot in the basket. They'll lob it inside to Green. Green works on Williams, who's back in the ball game. Left-hand hook up and good. Nice move by Kendra Green out of Macon, Georgia. Got a good job of putting it off the glass and good for 2. Here's McClure for the Blue Dragons. Brown at the point now as Boutin has checked out of the ball game. DeGarmo back in. Flash pass to Williams. They'll back it inside. Williams throws up a crazy one, gets called for the travel. Little contact made, didn't get the call. It'll go as a turnover against the Blue Dragons with 1:33 to go. John playing some reserves now with DeGarmo in there, Williams in there, Brown along with McClure. Staley's the only regular starters that are on the floor right now.
John realizes the Dragons are going to have a big game to play tomorrow.
And the first time we played 3 in a row, all season long actually. Because they did not play out in Las Vegas 3 in a row. They only played 2 games this year. Right side of the basketball will be Holloway. Cowley gives it off quickly. There's a drive by Memo and a foul called on Williams.
Pretty close to a travel.
Thought she took a couple 3. I see Phil Anderson shaking his head over there. She kind of did do. You're plotting 1, 2, 3. I look down at John Blazik and he's got a little snicker on his face. At the line will be Memo to shoot the free throw. Free throw toss is up and good. Makes it 55-34. Memo with the free throw. Gets the second one up and down. Before that, Kendra Green had the layup. It was some time ago with the 150 mark of this third period. So 1:11 to go in the third period. It's a 20-point lead, 55-35. Dragons inbound. Dragons with the lead. Double team to the backcourt. Foul called. It's going to be on Emily Holloway. Rusty, that's about the only opportunity they have right now is to put the Dragons to the line. Stop clock with 1:08 to go, trailing by 20.
And this is what they did in the game we played them in Arc City.
And got back in it.
They got back in it, but they never trailed by this margin. but they have the ability to extend the game.
Free throw by McClure is up and good. And McClure doing the same thing she did down there, knocked down free throws.
Yeah. 5th point for Brenna. 3 of those at the free throw line, and another one coming here.
Free throw toss gets this one down as well. Seward versus Cloud coming up at 3 o'clock. Seward at 30-1, Cloud at 23-8. And then it's going to be the men's turn. Coffeyville and Barton, the 5 o'clock game. And then we'll be back with the Hutchinson matchup against Butler coming up at 7 p.m. this evening. Tune in. Ball on the outside, Cowley basketball. Here's Pope, she'll take it down. Blocked by McClure, out of bounds. It'll be back over to Cowley, but a great job by McClure to come in and reject it. Here comes the inbounds. Pope gets set. She slaps the ball, comes in the Holloway, illegal screen. Nope, it's going to be on. It's going to be on Taylor Staley, excuse me, not on a player-controlled foul. Staley, away from the play, gets called for the personal to be her first.
Free throws.
Memo at the line. She'll shoot it up and miss it. She'll shoot the second one. Bridget Memo out of Melbourne, Australia also. Rusty talked about the international flavor. Free throws up and good on the second one. She'll play someplace next year.
Cowley is one really good rebounder away from being a fine basketball team.
Here comes the inbound for the Blue Dragons. 57-36, Hutchinson with the basketball. Long pass comes down to DeGarmo. And the ball knocked away. Last touched out of bounds off the Cowley Tigers. They gave it over. They're giving it. It's Blue Dragons basketball. And a lot of Dragon fans thought they should have been a foul.
Everybody realized that except the Blue Dragons.
DeGarmo gets it into Staley. Staley out top down to McClure. McClure, right side, Staley, 3 ball on his way, got it. Oh man, is she having a game.
And that one was from 5 or 6 feet behind the arc.
That's what she did last night as well. Staley having a great basketball game, 19 points for her.
6 trays. What's that free throw doing in there?
I don't know. Foul's going to be charged against the Blue Dragons. They're going to whistle this one on DeGarmo. She'll pick up her first.
Dragons do not want to be fouling. That's about the only thing that you could do that will let Cowley get back in the game.
Free throw toss up and missing. Now shoot a second one.
Georgina Kiswamu. She's from Switzerland.
Yeah, she has not been in as of yet. Free throw toss is up and good, so she knocks down one of the two. 60-37 Dragons.
One of the few situations in which Switzerland is not neutral.
Here comes the inbound. Staley gets it into McClure, and she'll run it up quickly. And McClure doing a great job as a fuel general out here for this ball game. Ball on the outside, Staley. DeGarmo has it over to Preisner. Over to Preisner with the basketball. Now they give back out to McClure. McClure still with it. Out top now to Staley. Staley pulls back away, gives it out to Bridie Kennedy Hopewate. 14 on the shot clock, foul called. They're going to whistle this one on Corey Fisher.
And so free throws coming for Bridie.
Picks up the foul. Kennedy Hopewate at the free throw line. Free throw toss is up and good by Kennedy Hopewate.
Point number 6. Dragons really haven't done much on the inside in this game. It's been mainly perimeter and drives.
3 of the 10 players on the floor right now are all from Australia. Then we got another one from England, and another one from Croatia now as Butina comes in. Free throws up and good by Bridie Kennedy Hopewate and the Blue Dragons. She scores her 7th. The Blue Dragons have a 62-37 lead. Largest of the game. Inbound comes to O'Neal. She's got McClure on her hip, behind the back dribble. She'll take it right side. Bridie lets her go underneath. O'Neal's shot doesn't go, but a foul's called. Not sure why Bridie gave up on her when she came low post there, but foul's going to be called against McClure. It'll be her 2nd. O'Neal at the foul stripe. Free throws off, it's marked no good. she will shoot a second one. Free throw toss, this one's good. So they split the pair. Back into the lineup. O'Neal will check out. Back in will check Holloway. Also checking in will be Marissa Pope. A timeout's going to be taken, another media timeout. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more right after this 30-second timeout.
Well, I think the Blue Dragons with this big lead, 62-38, and we still have 2.6 to play in the third quarter. I think we're going to see a lot of substitutes playing in the fourth.
A lot of fouling, because that's the only hope. There's a long pass by the Blue Dragons. There's ran down by Butana, put up and in by Butana. And with time elapsing, took just long enough to go with the post pattern to Butana, and the Dragons lead at 64-38. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Fourth and final quarter coming up for the Blue Dragons. 10 minutes away from advancing to the finals in Region 6. First time in a couple years. We'll be back in 1 minute.
I'll give it a shot.
10 minutes of basketball remaining in this one. The Blue Dragons with their biggest lead of the game, 64-38. Looking at the stats, again, one thing stands out. 10 of 19 for the Blue Dragons from three-point country. Taylor Staley herself, 6 of 9, 19 points. Blue Dragons continue to dominate, rebounding 34-20.
All right, with the basketball, the Cowley Tigers will start this fourth quarter play, and shot clock did not start going, so they're going to double check that, and they'll set it down to about 28. And they'll reset it here. Come on, guys, wake up. It's the semifinals. Inbound. Ball comes out of bounds. Last touched off a Blue Dragon. Good hustle over there by both Cowley and the Blue Dragons. Here comes the inbound. Cowley gets set. They'll fling it out, and Memo runs it down. She'll go right back down low blocks, and it'll go over to the Blue Dragons. A long pass down low, and ends up going back to Hutchinson. So the Blue Dragons will inbound against pressure. Rogers goes long. Butana can't get to it, and ran down by Memo. They'll keep it alive. Actually, O'Neal got the steal. Here goes corner right. Doesn't go. Rebound. Blue Dragons, and a jump ball is going to be called. Butana got the rebound, and possession there will be the Blue Dragons. Rusty, there was a time when it used to be 1,001, 1,002, 1,003 on a tie ball. Not the case anymore.
No, they're quick to call it. I think that's happened as a reflection to the fact that the players have gotten stronger, and they don't want anybody to get hurt.
You're right. James Naismith might not agree, but there's a steal, and O'Neal comes away with a bad pass by Brown. O'Neal with the layup up and good, and Cowley's trying to rally back. They're down by 24, 64-40 now with 9:21 to go. They are going to try to go after the basketball and get every piece of it they can, and a foul is going to be called. This one is going to be called against the Cowley Tigers. O'Neal picks up her third, and she will, no, it'll be Holloway substituted for her. Into the ballgame will check Marissa Pope. Pope out of Lawrence, Kansas. Here comes the inbound ball, knocked away and stolen away. Basket by O'Neal's. Brown could not get it in, and the Blue Dragons won a timeout. A quick basket makes it 64-42 with 9:12 remaining to go in this fourth quarter of play. It will be a 1-minute break. It's a media timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Well, the Blue Dragons with a nice lead and with the third game in 3 days looming tomorrow would like to play a lot of backups, but you have to be able to take care of the basketball.
Yeah, you sure do. Brown gave up a quick basket and then just about had it stolen again. It's 64-42. Dragons with a comfortable lead, you would think, but 9:12 to go. You know they're going to spend a lot of time at the line. Here Brown has it. Butana, they gave it to Rogers and got it in. Butana will bring it across over to Brown. Alicia Brown out of Leavenworth. And the ball sails just about out of bounds. She about turned it over, ran down by Butana. With the basketball, here's Butana. She'll roll left. Pope on her off the ball screen. Right side. Blue Dragons get it inside to Bridie Kennedy Opawate. She'll kick it out. Butana squares up, drives in, puts it up, and scores it. Anya Butana doing what she does best, and it's drive on the basketball, or drive with the basketball, and she gives the Dragons a 66-42 lead.
Miss Fix-It.
Memo from the corner, the three ball's good. And the Dragons trade a 2 for a 3 for Cowley. 66-45 the lead for the Blue Dragons.
Cowley will fight to the very end.
Here's McClure. Back to Butana. See if the Dragons can eat a little time here with 8:13 to go. Kind of feel like if they can get it to 4-minute mark with a 20-point lead, they will be in good shape. You never know, though. Ball on the outside. Here's Butana. Wide open underneath. Rogers goes up strong and scores it. Nice job on the inside. 8 minutes to go, and the Dragons lead it back again at 68-45.
Kyrie with 10.
Here's O'Neal. Contact made. Butana on the foul. And the foul's going to be charged against Enya Butana. Staley will check back into the Blue Dragon lineup. Preisner back in. Brown will take a break, and Rogers will take a break. All right, here we get set. Inbounding will be the Cowley Tigers. They'll lob it out front. Up and on its way, no good. A rebound off the missed shot put up by Espenson. A rebound for the Blue Dragons. Preisner in traffic. Holds up, gives it out to McClure. Dragons are going to get some sure ball handlers in there. Here's Staley out to Butana. Butana on the left side, back to Staley. Over to McClure. Right side again with it, Preisner. Holds the ball high. Looks to pass it on the interior, elects not to. Here's Butana on the outside. Underneath, they go to Staley. Basket good by Staley.
21.
From the free throw line this time, not from the outside arc, three-point land. They'll give it off. Here's O'Neal. Quickly to the hands of Espenson. Right side to go with it to Holloway. They'll bring it across, so whip it left. Espenson a three ball, way off its mark, and out of bounds it goes. Last touched by Memo. Blue Dragons will have the basketball with 7:02 to go. We're in the fourth period. Glenn Grunwald, Rusty Hills, glad to have you along on Country 102.9 KHUT in Hutchinson, as well as on the Blue Dragon Sports Network on the live stream. Butana, left side of McClure. McClure drives on the baseline, loops it up, missing, comes out no good, but the rebound, but the foul's going to be called on the shot underneath, and Brendan McClure will step and toe the line for free throws. Blue Dragons shooting a red-hot 52.6% from outside the arc. Wow. Free throw toss by McClure is good. Lang will check back into the Cowley lineup.
We talked about it yesterday. The Blue Dragons have to take open threes. That is such a big weapon for them. They can't be passive about turning them down.
Free throw toss is up and good. 72-45 Blue Dragons. With the basketball, Lang. Cowley will launch the three. Not good. Rebound off the floor. Picked up by Cowley. They'll gun it up and Lang will hit it. Hutchison's got to get a rebound. You're going to see Bridie Kennedy Opawate probably coming out. It'll be a two-shot. And Williams will come in to the lineup as it's going to be a full timeout. We'll get a 1 minute break in. 6:39 to go in the fourth period. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Well, the Blue Dragons totally comfortable with a 20. But if you're going to play in this game right now, Cowley has nothing to lose. They are going to play down and dirty the rest of the way. They're going to bump you around, and you are going to have to play strong if you're going to be effective in the next 6 minutes and 39 seconds.
They're going to come at you, no doubt about that. 6:39, as Rusty just indicated, left to go in the contest. Dragons 72-47. But Hutchison has the basketball. Here comes the inbounds. McClure will bring it up on the dribble. She'll drive it away underneath it. Gives a give and go underneath the Williams. Goes up strong and draws a foul. I thought McClure was going to take it in herself, but at the last second she dumped it down to Williams, which was the wise thing to do. And Williams will go to the line. The foul's going to be charged against number 11, Lang. That'll be her third personal.
Cowley will extend this game by making you shoot free throws. First one by Kyla is off the mark.
She will shoot the second one.
Hasn't scored this afternoon.
She will shoot the second one. Here she goes. Free throw toss is up and off its mark, way short, and the rebound cleared by Cowley as Potter came up with the rebound. Here's O'Neal. She wants to attack on Butana. Now she stops, gives it off to Potter. Layup good. Kaylin Potter with a little layup. 72-49. Blue Dragon lead is cut a little bit. Here's Staley on the outside. She'll set it off to Butana. Preisner around the left side to McClure. Contact made. They're going to whistle this one on O'Neal.
And that is 4 on O'Neal. That's a problem because she is probably the best player for Cowley.
Inbounding. We'll go check that. It's going to be free throws coming. Nope. They're going to inbound, aren't they? Yep. Blue Dragons will have it. Staley with it on the far side.
Any additional Cowley fouls, though, will be two-shot affairs.
Because that was their fourth personal. Here's Staley, corner left, the three, got it, a big three, and she now has, is that 7, Rusty?
That is 7 made
and that
three.
is a record for her. The jumper from outside, no good. Rebound's going to be cleared out of there by the Blue Dragons. Hutchison will bring it up. Staley now has a record for her personal record for 7 threes. She's had 6 numerous times. Drive by McClure, back outside. Gets the ball over to Butana. Butana drives in, kicks it back to McClure, down low to Rogers. Rogers puts it on the floor, head fakes, ball taken away from her. Cowley with the steal. They're not giving up with 5.5 to go. They're down 75-49, but they have any quit in them. Here's Lang. She'll drive it in. Shoots it up. Flat shot, no good, out of bounds. Oh, check grab by Rogers. Dragons will bring it up into the forecourt. Top side of the basketball, Butana. Hands it off to McClure. Gives it off now to Staley. Back to Rogers. Over in the corner, deep corner right. Butina underneath. They go to Rogers. She'll put it on the floor, puts it up, misses it. Rebound going to be cleared out there by Memo, and Cowley has the basketball. 4:50 to go. The Dragons leading it by 26, and the foul called.
This one, Preisner, I believe.
Well, Preisner picks up the personal. It'll be her first. Preisner was red hot early, Rusty, and she really gave the Dragons the
she had
push they needed.
13 in the first half.
Yep.
Hasn't added to that total in the second.
Probably trying to rest her a little bit. Here, McClure gets a break as Bridie Kennedy Hopewate checks back in with 4:45 to go. Don't know if we'll see McClure again or not.
You'd really like to see Bridie get something positive out of these last 4 minutes.
Ball comes into the young lady she's defending. Bounce pass goes in high. Espenson had it for a second. Now underneath it goes O'Neal. Shot up and good. How in the world did she get that shot away?
She just keeps backing in, backing in, backing in.
Here's Butina with the basketball. She'll bring it across. 75-51. Dragons lead it. A 24-point Dragon lead. Here's Kyrie Rogers, corner left. Back outside to feed down low to Bridie. Back out to Butina. Corner right down to Staley. Staley to Butina. Flashes down high to Bridie Kennedy Hopewate. Dragons going to eat a little time. Shot clock down to 9 now. Now it's getting inside 5. Butina shovels up 1, draws the foul. It happens with 4 on the shot clock and 4:06 on the game clock. She will step to the line and shoot a 2-shot foul.
Over and over, we've talked about how good Inya Butina is with the shot clock about to expire. Invariably, she'll hit that little 8 or 10 foot jumper off penetration, or she'll get to the free throw line.
She really was. It's going to be a long time before we see a little point guard as talented as she is, and they did not know free throws up and good. They did not know that's what they were getting, Rusty, when they got her. They were pleasantly surprised last year. Made the all-conference team along with Staley, along with Kyrie Rogers. Free throws up and missing. She missed on that opportunity. And here comes Cowley. They'll launch the 3, and they'll hit the 3. Corner shot put up and in by Espenson. 76-54. Pressure in the backcourt. Preisner breaks it. Here's Staley. Left side, Rogers thinks about it. Didn't think long about it. She kicks it back outside. That's outside her range. Here's Butina. Butina, roll ball, trying to be knocked away from behind. Down goes Bridie Kennedy Hopewate, and we have a foul called on the Cowley Tigers.
Fouls on number 12.
Espenson will pick up the personal. At the line will be Bridie Kennedy Hopewate.
7 points, a couple of field goals, and 3 free throws.
Free throws way off its mark by Bridie Kennedy Hopewate. She has struggled the last 2 games.
The Dragons will need to have her at the top of her game tomorrow if they're going to capture a Region 6 championship, most likely. She'll be inside, probably against Grimmick.
6'5" Grimmick. Free throws up and good by Bridie Kennedy Hopewate. Brown will check in, Bridie will check out. Over the corner right, but they didn't get the ball to her. Butina over to DeGarmo. DeGarmo fenced in, over to Brown. Dropping it down low underneath. Rogers, basket good. Kyrie Rogers with the basket.
Rogers with 12.
Ball on the outside for Cowley. 79-54 is your score with 2:47 to go. The basket's good. A 3-pointer by Lang.
Still that shot that's released from almost waist high.
You betcha. She's going to have a hard time at the next level with that because, number one, being this old, hard to change that shot, but it's going to get blocked a lot at the next level. Not that she's not capable. Ball on the outside to Garmo. Flash pass high to Rogers. She'll split off the post. Left side, Brown. Head fakes. Takes it underneath. Kicks it back to Rogers. Loose basketball stolen away by the Cowley Tigers. Coming up with it was Holloway, or Potter, excuse me. And here we go, Lang. Lang will launch another one. Shot on its way. This time not any good. And rebound cleared out by Butina. Here's DeGarmo. DeGarmo holds, gets it across to half court, brings it left side. Brown for three. High arching shot does not ring. Rebound cleared away by Cowley. Is coming up with the rebound is Pope. Quickly, Pope brings it down, puts it up, and foul's going to be called on Butana with 1:49 to go. Dragons are going to advance. They're going to eliminate the Cowley Tigers. So once again in the finals, we will have different teams vying for a Region 6 championship, Rusty.
Well, we know the Blue Dragons will be there, and the opposition will be probably Seward, but Cloud, a pretty good basketball team, could have something to say about that.
Free throws up and missing by Pope. So eliminated yesterday was Neosho men, so there'll be a new region championship on the men bracket, and same way here. Just don't know what the final score is going to be. 79 for the Dragons, 57 for Cowley. Preisner back in there. Butana gets a nice round of applause for the part of some crowd over there, dressed out in the blue, in the reds and blues. Free throw toss is up and good. So scoring at the free throw was Marissa Pope, and she will check out. Blue Dragons, Preisner trying to get the ball in. Finally, they get to McClure. McClure will bring it across. Splits the defenders, brings it down, pulls it back outside, and gives it to DeGarmo. DeGarmo has it here on the outside. Staley, they'll weave it out front. Over to quickly to McClure. She'll bring it on the dribble. And trying to go for the foul was Potter, didn't get the call. Ball loose on the floor. Williams, there's a foul called. It'll work against the Cowley Tigers with 1:28 to go.
Good sportsmanship by Emily Holloway, helping.
Oh, other way around. They're going to call the foul on Williams. So did not get the call, Rusty. Is it one against the Blue Dragons?
Third foul on
ball on Williams. The outside. New face in the lineup. That's Kelsey Potter. She's out of Neodeshe. Rebound cleared by DeGarmo. She's double teamed. DeGarmo gets the pass away, and here comes McClure. Over to Staley. Staley will bring it down, trying to get it down there to Williams. Basket good by Williams. Nice job by Staley.
She'll get an assist, but the pass was deflected, and Williams with a nice recovery to score it.
1 minute remaining in this ball game. Blue Dragons lead it. There's Preisner. She steals it, and a timeout's going to be taken for just a substitution. We'll keep it here. Potter, by the way, there's a Caitlin Potter that is out of...
Yeah, their sister.
Yeah, Arc City, but then also Kelsey Potter is out of Neodeshe.
Yeah, they're both... I've got both of them listed as from Arc City.
Okay, evidently there must be an error on the roster that I have. Thank you, Rusty.
Yep.
Into the ball game comes Casti in. She's out of Canton Galva for the Blue Dragons. Also Bradshaw. Bree Bradshaw will bring it up on the court. Brings it on the dribble, gives it out to Preisner. Dragons have cleared the bench. Ball comes out high. DeGarmo over to Preisner. Left side in. She'll gun it on its way. Rims off no good. Rebound cleared off the floor by Maddie Moa, who's in there. Moya is out of Lansing. Long three on its way up and missing from outside by Potter. The rebound cleared out to the Blue Dragons as Barber got the rebound. The put up and in by Ends, not there. We go down the other way, and here comes Gizwamu. She'll shift gears, takes it in, puts it up, and misses. Rebound taken out by the Cowley Tigers, and they'll keep it alive. The long three up and on its way off, no good. Preisner gets the rebound. That's it. Dragons advance. They win at 81-58. Blue Dragons win this semifinal game over the Cowley Tigers, 81-58. So they will advance into the championship. That'll be at 5 o'clock tomorrow night. We will be here. Hope you can be as well. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, get set for the Medicine Shop in-game, post-game wrap, brought to you by the Medicine Shop at 14th and Main in Hutchinson. 81-58 your final. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Well, welcome back to Hartman Arena. The Blue Dragons just defeating the Cowley Tigers in semifinal action at the Region 6, 81-58. Dragons now 32-1 on the year, and they advance into the championship game tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. Rustin will be on right around 4:50, as they will try to vie to win the Region 6 outright in a trip to the national tournament in Lubbock, Texas, coming up and starting on the 20th of March. Blue Dragons with a great ball game. It's time for the Medicine Shop post-game wrap, brought to you by the Little White Castle at 14th and Main. And with the happy totals, here's Rusty Hills.
You ever get tired of waiting on your prescription at your pharmacy? I've had that experience, but I haven't had it in the last 17 or 18 years because I go to the Medicine Shop, and they are really quick at getting prescriptions filled. You like the Medicine Shop, you'll find it in Midtown Hutchinson at 14th and Main. The Blue Dragons taking care of business. They win their 30th consecutive basketball game, this one at the expense of the Cowley County Community College Tigers. 81-58 is the final. The season for Cowley ends at 24-9. The season for the Blue Dragons very much alive at 32-1. For the Blue Dragons, it was a spectacular game of shooting the three-point shot. 11 of 21 trays went down, and of those 11 makes, 7 were by Taylor Staley, who leads Hutchinson in scoring on the afternoon with 24 points. Lakin Preisner, terrific in the first half. Less productive offensively in the second half, but still a fine game for the young lady from Americus, Kansas. She had 15. 12 points for Kyrie Rogers, 10 for Enya Butna, and another 8 assists this afternoon, meaning she's had 18 in the last 2 games. 8 points for Bridie Kennedy, Hope Owate. Brenna McClure added 8. 2 points for Alicia Brown, and 2 points for Kyla Williams. For the Cowley County Tigers, 18 on the afternoon for Amy O'Neill. She's just a fine, fine player. Bridget Memo contributed 13. 9 points for Rihanna Lang, the young lady from England. Scoring 6 was Annemie Espenson. 5 points for Caitlin Potter. 4 points scored by Kendra Green. 2 for Emily Holloway, and 1 each for Marissa Pope and for Georgina Kiswamu. And that's going to be the Medicine Shop game capsule. We're going to take an opportunity here to spend a few minutes with Hutchinson coach John Onchus. Well, coach, the goal at the beginning of every season for Hutchinson, still the same. Play for a region championship. Your kids get that opportunity.